off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mike, come on. Jim. Hey, tight. Hey, Haywood. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch the screen.
Rodgers now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Taking a shot for Samuel. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's it. Look at it.
In your face.
Mike 56. Mike 56. We own it. We own them. Express.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground. Come from
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. On first down, Rodgers. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rodgers going to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Rodgers now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. This is McCaffrey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
56 is the mic. Watch the screen.
Now it's Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
56. 56. Box it. Go. Check 56. Watch the run. 56. Here we go. 56. Right. 58. 56. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
6:30. Hey, Echo. Check.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but now it's 3rd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
54 Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. He can't get him down.
I got you, boy.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. 56. I got you. It's free.
Now Scarlett. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense.
180.
6 right there, right there.
80. You must be true.
Newton on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. The 40. Past the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A second quarter score from Carson. The Broncos, they've got the early lead over the Chargers. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a give, right side McCaffrey.
You ain't going nowhere.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers will get this into the hands of Breida. That one good for 26 and a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And an alley to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Hey, exit.
59.
Zoom.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete here.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Easy. Yeah, Liz. Buzz.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go.
Throwing is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Stop, baby! Good job.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Newton now to throw. Airing it out for Olsen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Check 15, check 15. 8. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hey, check 20. Watch the safety creep.
Here we go with McCaffrey. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. On first down, it's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season. To try again after the sack. Newton. Room here to run. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. They need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Gano the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Hey, Delta.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will shave one more off this lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And he coughed it up! And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
Michael, set. Right to the 3.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. 3rd and long, it's Newton. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A 65-yard attempt.
And they're not going to get the kick off in time. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
58.
54 Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Back one. Jump out. Hey, wahoo. Slant. All right.
Jim.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Right left.
Come again.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Shift. Joker. Shift.
On first down, here's Breida. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Hey, alert 3.
Shift.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers flushed out right. He's got a man, complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
Hey, let's get in their holes. 49, check 49.
Box it. Get up.
Rodgers now on first down. Flush to his right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
All day, every day. Any day.
Hey, take 26.
Showing that.
Zoom.
Fresno.
Rodgers now to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
50. 26. Hey, zoom.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And able to haul it in is Kittle. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
88.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
22-jet bomber.
They'll try to run with Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something that we got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
At the 46-yard line.
What's that? 780.
Plus 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Express.
They'll try the air now with Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write the...
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Black. 4. Run.
You got to get moving, man. Man, moving. You got to get that.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now it's Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. And the Panthers have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
That's it. 780.
56, right there. 56.
Hey.
Let's pick it up.
McCaffrey.
Let's get off the field.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now, a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going to 50.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey, Alpha. We're going 25 to Mike.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Hey, check 24. Jump out. Kill. Hatchet. Yeah, live.
To throw on 3rd down, Rodgers. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Boxing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Set. Ready.
6, right there. 56. Let's go.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. 20.
56 is the mic. Hey, watch the slant.
Throwing is Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Now Newton. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Great.
56 the mic, boys. 56. 56.
Now it's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Rodgers looking to throw. He's going to air one out. Well, the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Taking a shot for Samuel. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 11. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So this will be accepted as a